Welcome back to the channel, guys, and we're just under a week away from the Euro starting and finally seeing Scotland in a major tournament for the first time in 23 years. But before that, we have a very tough friendly against a Holland side filled with world-class players. I'll be giving my opinion on both sets of teams and we'll trying to predict the team lineup and score prediction. So without further ado, guys, let's just get right into the preview of this game.
Gamble. Good play by Gamble, and again. 3-1! A brilliant individual goal by this hard little professional has put Scotland in dreamland.
The last time we faced Holland was in a packed-out Pittodrie in 2017, where unfortunately Scotland narrowly lost 1-0 with Memphis Depay scoring for the opposition. It was also the first game since Scotland striking left his position of manager, with Malcolm McCarthy in interim charge of the team. It was a big night for Kieran Tierney, who led out the team as captain at the age of 20 years old, making him one of the youngest players ever to wear the armband. There was a lot of debutants in the side as well, with Ryan Jack, Ryan Christie and Callum McGregor making their first appearance in a Scotland jersey. Scotland started the game very brightly, with opportunities in the opening minutes from Matt Phillips and James Forrest, both unable to find the back of the net. However, with 5 minutes to play in the first half, a misplaced pass by Callum McGregor led to a superb counter-attack by Holland, with the ball being swung in by Ryan Babel and being finished simply by Depay. It was more of the same for Scotland in the second half, as more chances were flying in, but yet again no success came from it. In the 73rd minute, Ryan Fraser came on and provided Scotland with their best effort of the game, but narrowly the shot went wide of the post. It looked as though Scotland may have deserved more from this match, but however wasn't to be, with Holland going home with the victory.
I think it was the biggest achievement ever. I think Holland as a nation is so small, therefore we were particularly proud after being so close a couple of times of winning something, now finally winning a trophy.
Well, it'll be the first time that the Netherlands will appear at a major tournament after failing to qualify for the past two campaigns for the 2016 Euros and the 2018 World Cup. Holland will be looking to achieve massive heights this summer, but it won't be easy with their group containing Ukraine, Austria and North Macedonia. The former European champions qualified for Euros after coming second in a group with Germany, Northern Ireland, Belarus and Estonia. They have managed to rediscover their form under Ronald Koeman, who eventually left his role as manager to become Barcelona's head man. Holland won 6 out of 8 games, with one of the games being a huge 4-2 victory against Germany, who were the favourites to win the group. The Dutch squad is filled with massive players from amongst Europe, with names like Frenkie de Jong, Matthijs de Ligt, Gini Wijnaldum and Memphis Depay all included in this squad for the summer. However, they will well be without captain Virgil van Dijk, who is recovering from an ACL injury after colliding with Everton goalkeeper Jordan Pickford in October. They were hopeful of him returning for the Euros, but it was all too quick for the Liverpool man and is now solely focused on getting back fit for the start of the new Premier League season. While this may be a bonus for the Scotland attackers, this squad is still filled with world-class talent and it will not be an easy match at all.
I don't know if you can see changes that have come over me. These last few days I've been afraid that I might drift away.
In March, Scotland started off their campaign for qualification for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar and managed to stay unbeaten in all 3 games. The first game was against Austria and it finished 2 each, which in any case would be a great result. However, Scotland could feel hard done by, as they were the better side for the majority of the match. There wasn't really much action to speak about in the first half, with Scotland's best chance being in the 44th minute as Austria's Alexander Schlager's misplaced pass found the feet of Lyndon Dykes, who then managed to play in Ryan Christie, but unfortunately his shot was saved by the Austrian keeper. 10 minutes after the break, Scotland found themselves to be a goal down, with striker Sasa Kalajic easily putting the ball in the net after a shot from outside the box was palmed out by David Marshall to the feet of Kalajic. A minute later, Scotland felt as though they should have been given a penalty as Ryan Christie was wrestled to the ground, the referee waved play on. Scotland kept attacking until an opportunity arose in the form of a free kick, where Stephen O'Donnell found the head of Grant Hanley and who guided it into the bottom corner, making it 1-1. With 10 minutes remaining of the match, Austria found themselves in front again, with Sasa Kalajic yet again scoring by directing a great header past David Marshall. As Scotland tried to find an equaliser, the aftermath of a corner came to Ryan Christie, who headed the ball into the box and found John McGinn, where he managed to pull off a bicycle kick and place it into the net. It was a brilliant goal by McGinn, and it's definitely up there as one of the greatest Scotland goals we've ever seen. Not much happened from that, and so the game ended 2 each, with both teams taking a point away. For the next match, Scotland would then fly out to Tel Aviv to face Israel for the 6th time in 3 years. It was the first start for Che Adams after he announced he would play for Scotland rather than England. If past encounters were anything to go off, it would not be an easy match, and that was to be the case as Israel started the game the better side. Scotland could not handle the constant pressure of attacks by Israel, and it was only a matter of time before Israel got the lead. Just before the end of the half, midfielder Dor Perez was met with the ball 30 yards out and superbly struck it into the top corner, with David Marshall left nowhere near saving it. The whistle blew with the host going into the break ahead, and it was going to take some shift from Scotland to get themselves back into the game. 10 minutes into the second half, Scotland fought back to make it 1-1, with Che Adams getting an assist as he played in Ryan Fraser, who fired it past Ophir Marciano into the corner. Scotland kept attacking, with Che Adams causing more problems towards the Israeli defence, however still no goals came from it. Israel's best chance in the second half came in the 67th minute, where a powerful header from Son Menachem only reached the side netting. Scotland tried their best to win the game, but it wasn't to be, with the match ending 1-1 and Scotland only earning 2 points from their first 2 games. The final match for Scotland was against the Faroe Islands at Hampden in a must-win game if they want to keep their qualification hopes alive. However, Scotland were determined to continue their fight to reach the World Cup. Scotland started the game the better side as chances were flying in which the Faroe Islands were struggling to keep up with. The deadlock was broken in the 7th minute when a striding Kieran Tierney found John McGinn in the box where he calmly glides it into the corner. The Faroe Islands tried to fight back with a long-range effort, but Craig Gordon made a great save to put it out for a corner. Scotland had to wait until the second half to find their setting, where yet again Kieran Tierney crossed the ball into John McGinn, who headed it into the back of the net and got his second of the night. Scotland didn't have to wait long for the third, with Che Adams turning the defender and shooting just outside the box to cause his very first goal in a Scotland jersey. When the game was all but finished, Scotland scored a fourth after a brilliant counter-attack, with Andy Robertson whipping the ball into the back post and being headed in by Ryan Fraser. Scotland had to deliver in this game, and they didn't disappoint, with their victory sending them to second in the group, only just 4 points behind leaders Denmark. If I was to guess what the team lineup for this match would be, I think we'd be playing the 3-5-2 with David Marshall in goals, a back five of Andy Robertson, Kieran Tierney, Grant Hanley, Jack Hendry and Stephen O'Donnell, a midfield three of Scott McTominay, Cal McGregor and John McGinn just in front, and up top is Ryan Christie with Lyndon Dykes playing just ahead of him. I'm going to try and be realistic but also try and be a bit optimistic, so I'm going to go for 1-1. I feel Scotland's squad is good enough to compete against a team of this quality and we won't be brushed over easily. So yeah guys, that brings an end to the video and I hope you've enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments what your team and score predictions for this game will be. And yeah, you've been watching the Scottish Football Experience and I'll catch you in the next video.